Today's sport of focus is basketball, specifically the recently concluded national basketball competition, which the Rams hitters won for the 20th time since 1980. Phillip, coach, and Tyrone Hutchinson, captain, are joining us here on Good Morning SKN to tell us about their recent victory. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to Good Morning SKN. Welcome back, Tyrone.
Good morning.
Stand up in the back.
Indeed, our pleasure. I want to know, is it 20 times in a row, or this is just your 20th win?
It's our 20th win.
No, it's
20 wins would be quite a feat, which we would encourage, but it's 20 since the inception of the league.
So with the 20th win, who bought the drinks for the guys, be it alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
Well, I pitch in some, but the organization also supplied.
Okay. See, I was hinting to the captain since the 20th win, it would have been the captain turn to buy it, you don't think?
In planning mode right now.
Okay. So has this win fully registered in the minds of you gentlemen and the rest of the team?
I mean, 20 is a lot to register at once, but of course, we enjoying the 20th title so far. We're still trying to celebrate throughout the year, trying to plan about like 20 things to do.
Oh, nice. That's it.
To keep it kind of, ritual and cultural for our community and our organization, because it's a big organization since 1970, long time ago.
1980. About 79.
Come on, Tyrone. Go on,
About 79, even before I started playing basketball.
So 1979, you said?
1979.
Okay.
But I think that we entered into the first competition in 1980.
Okay.
So from then on till now, we have won 20 championships.
Okay. So has Rams always been the sponsor?
Main sponsor.
Well, not quite.
Okay.
We had some community persons like I could recall the late Dr. Gosh, I can't remember his name. Claxton.
Okay.
Yeah, Claxton was one of our sponsors. He had a rose company at one point.
Okay.
And then you have community persons like the Gigi. Tapley, who lived down the street, who has been pitching. We had, at one point, we were wings hitters from the sponsor at Uncle T's.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so we have had a myriad of sponsors, but Rams has been the longest one who stayed with us.
Okay, and how proud are they that they would have gotten another win from you, gentlemen?
Extremely proud, because I think out of any organization who they sponsor a sporting organization, we have been more successful than most. Yeah.
Oh, congrats, gentlemen. Congrats indeed. Congrats. So please give us some insight for the preparation of the 2022 National Basketball Competition. What went into it, Tyrone and
Went
coach?
into the preparation. Well, a lot of training session, a lot of running for sure. From our coach, Phillip. He always instilled running and staying fit. And
Okay.
Like
I thought you meant he was running behind you.
Well, he participates. He's a player coach, so he participates within the practice, sometimes within the games if necessary. But we've been trying to stay fit, trying to stay within our foundational aspect of playing the game of basketball, the fundamentals, passing, moving, communication, and stuff like that. So those are strong points we've been working on and kept us consistent and brought us home the 20th championship. So we're trying to continue build on it for the remaining years coming, because we plan to win plenty more, not just 20.
I like that.
I really thought that we were interrupted a couple of times from winning our 20th championship by COVID. As a matter of fact, with the onset of COVID, for the last 3 years, before the league was shut down, we were, at one point, we were 9-0 on our way to the championship, and then the league was closed down, and then the year before we were 7-0, and the league was basically shut down again because of COVID, and then we had I won't say truncated in a sense, but we had the season when we lost, they changed the format, and the team who won the most games won. There was no playoffs or anything like that. We lost one game.
Oh, wow. Just like that.
And so this year, no, we won the championship because
So it
of
was
the
coming.
playoff format. Yeah. So
Had a playoff format.
yeah.
Okay, so who has been your biggest competition in the basketball league? Which team?
Over the years,
I would answer. I would answer it like this. I would answer it like this.
Okay.
Winning 20 championships is a blessing and a disguise because you become the hunted at all times because everyone's trying to take you off your pedestal.
Yeah.
And so you become the hunted. So in terms of having a main rivalry, every night we go there, we have a serious rivalry with whoever we play because of the fact that we are the predominant team in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Ooh, la la. St. Kitts and Nevis.
Well, let me put it like this: not just St. Kitts and Nevis, but in the region, because we have won the
Congrats.
Leeward Islands Championship before. We have won the OECS Championship before. We have won several tournaments around the region, albeit Anguilla, BVI, Antigua, Montserrat. So we have been doing phenomenally well.
So with your winnings, what do you attribute your winnings to?
Well, there's a lot of dedication and hard work. Can't ask too much of the guys, although we have friction, of course, with any relationship. We have had frictions in terms of sometimes I think I'm running them too hard or what have you. But at the end of the season, they see why they work so hard, and because it's almost always fruitful at the end.
Good stuff. Now, captain, egos among fellas. No offense to the fellas, but we know how egos go. How do you manage to keep the fellas together when you're playing a game and maybe someone from the other team is heckling them or they're not doing something and you're trying to curb them back in line? How does all of that evolve?
well,
Where's the resolution?
I will speak on a recent situation in playoffs. So like, I would basically like come to them and tell them like focus on the game at hand because we're playing for now. Everybody has got an opinion at the end of the day, but yours is the only one that matters because you're the one who on the court doing the action, playing the game. So a lot of perspective from outside is easier to see rather than actually doing it and maintaining what you're trying to do. So I always try to encourage the players them to shut out the outside, even if it's the fans alone. Because the fans them will be telling you things too as well, like, even though they're the back of you, but you might throw you off and make you lose focus. So you just always try to stay focused, try to stay calm, try to stay poised and composed in the heat of the situation because all that matters. Because as they say, the calmest one win the battle at all times.
Nice.
Because when you remain calm, you remain focused, you get to make the right decisions in the right timing and stuff like that. You ain't fluctuate.
So how do you help your players to coach with their mental health? I will start with coach first.
Well, with any mental health situation, one needs to speak out and talk to someone instead of having it bottled. And like I said in the timeout period, we have someone who is like a father figure to most of us, who is James. So even a player do not really speak to me about certain situations because of machoism or whatever, they will speak with him.
Okay.
He has been the glue of the organization since its inception. I would say I don't think that there will be a hitters at this point in time if Barman wasn't there, because you have to understand that hitters is a community group, and there's not much people will lend their time like he has to bring community persons from the community together. And just let me add a bit. This organization has had so many persons who have played. We have had at least maybe 10 persons who have been off to university, albeit that they haven't returned because they have good jobs in the US.
Yes.
Some have kids, some got married.
Yeah.
But one of the major foundations that we stress on is education, even for our present players. So it's almost like a system that we have to go through.
Nice.
So in terms of the mental aspect of it, if I'm not able to reach a player, then they can go to him. Okay. And even so, after every practice, we sit around and we talk and we try to get all that whatever out.
Nice. And Tyrone, what would you say?
Well, from a player perspective, I would say in terms of mental health, For me, I would say, as Go said, we have a great foundation in terms of like people with great lifestyles who been to the club, come up with great lifestyle, well educated, well experienced. So when it comes to like mental health and breakdown and tough situation and stuff like that, we have a lot of experience, mature people we can speak with, we can go by if one doesn't, supply the necessary help that they need. And it's always good to like hear out your views, and that's what we do best. We more like a family, so other than basketball, we drink together, we learn together, we eat together. So that's when you see the little socialization coming out and ease of speaking with each other and stuff like that. Because when you ain't able to trust somebody and you won't be able to express the bad situations or tough situations with them to get some sort of response or support or stuff like that. So we have a great foundation, I would say, as you go speak on it. We have a great foundation, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have, all kind of different strong suits. We could go and have a little chat. It might not just be basketball, it might be family-wise, it might be life-wise, it might be work-wise. So we have a lot of experienced minds around in the club and in the community to get, different support from in terms of mental health. Okay. So it's always good to just express yourself and don't keep it bottled in, as we said before.
It makes sense, yes. Just break the stigma, just speak about it. So I want to know, how long have you been the captain of the Hitters?
I've been the captain for a good while. We've been playing out because I was the captain for the junior team as well too, right? So the number is to add the kind of I've been playing.
We're not middle age yet.
But I've just been focusing on championship, so I wasn't really studying on the years. So, but I've been captain for maybe 10 years. I would say 10 years. Let's go with 10.
And this is 10. With the senior team.
I'll say both. Let me keep it with both. Both senior and junior. So I moved from the junior team to the senior team, and that's, as I said, we have a good foundation because I started out in the junior aspect, playing amongst and watching the elder guys and getting different teachings and stuff from them. So I elevated and,
good.
And not just basketball, as I said before.
Yes.
Lifestyle, work,
education.
Education, experiences, and a little support for words of advice, which is always key and important, and encouragement and stuff like that. And you might not just be on the court, they might see you on the road, they might see you might go to in the you the play field, so we are all over. So the support and the strong suit is all over. So I mean that's why we so well, I guess we're flaunting so good, and probably that's what build a great organization, a good foundation, good support system. Yeah. So that's what I think that's what we have best.
Good stuff. And Mr. Phillip, how long have you been the coach?
Maybe 5 years. Approximately 5 years.
Okay.
What player?
I still dabble a bit in the playing.
Oh, nice.
Just in case.
So, do they have games geared to past players? Do you?
No, I play with Tyrone and those guys.
Oh, Tyrone, you get the legs.
But if needs be.
Okay.
Like for example, if we short-handed in any way,
nice.
then I'll step up until that injured player, depends on the position, comes back.
Nice.
Yeah. But I would just like to say one thing towards the support base. We have had a lot of persons who have passed through our organization, like former Attorney General Jason Hamilton. He played for Hitters. Honorable John L. Powell, he played for Hitters. We have had support from the now parliamentary representative, Honorable Marshall Henderson.
Nice.
Marcel Leibel is almost like a staple of the organization. And so we have had, and plus our past players like Sabo and Mad T and all those guys, when it comes to championships and around championships, you see all of them come out to support.
Nice.
And not just at the game, but support with their words of advice, etc.
Good stuff. What was the lows for the team this season? Because we know the high, you guys are the champions. So what was the low for this season?
Losing to Bird Rock twice.
Oh, so that means you guys had to go back to the table and look at your
Well, the thing about it, the way we were losing, during the course of a season, you have natural highs and you have natural lows. And I think that we had become complacent.
Because you were winning consistently?
We were winning consistently. Okay. And we had a bit of injury also. And we lost to them twice in the regular season. But of course, we won in the when it counted.
20th champion.
Yeah.
Indeed. So how can persons join the hitter groups? I know I can't dribble well, but how can some join the hitter basketball group if they were interested?
Well, we don't refuse anybody at all. Yeah, no. That's why I know the motto to be. We don't turn back anybody. So anybody interested could always come through and, find their role, express themselves and express what they're good at, what they're not good at, what position they're willing to play, what they're willing to do for the team. It might not just be playing, maybe you come to support outside or perform maybe some words of advice. Any support. Yeah, we accept everything. We don't.
But let's say they wanted to play. What's the age that you will accept them into your senior team, and what is the criteria?
I think the senior team doesn't really have like an age group limit, but I think it's normally over 13 and over, because you have to be able to be eligible for the junior team, junior league.
So you have to play junior before
you have to be eligible to play. You don't have to play, but you have to be over a certain age limit to play junior league. So once you pass the threshold, you can play both junior and senior. Probably at the same time too, but that's what I did too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anybody come.
I'm saying that I would like to publicly acknowledge two guys. Well, the entire team. Well, three guys.
Yes.
No, five guys.
Everybody.
It's going on.
It's really going on. I would like to acknowledge the presence of Lomax and Tazi.
Okay.
They played for Sandy Point previously.
Okay.
And they have joined our organization, and they have been a tremendous help.
Okay.
And then we have a couple of players who are a little older, like Shaba and Buzz and someone else. Oh, Mac 11.
Okay.
Those guys came in like late in the league. We called them because, like I said before, we had some injuries, and they came in and they did a tremendous job in helping us to achieve our championship. So I'd like to publicly acknowledge and thank them. I'm not certain if their knees could hold up for an entire season, but definitely for a playoff they can.
Yeah. So these guys that you just mentioned, they were in the playoffs?
Yeah, they were in the playoffs and not necessarily in the regular season.
Okay.
But if you know James registered everyone, even if you're 60 years old, you're still being registered by
just in case.
Just in case.
Okay.
Just in case came through.
Yeah, just in case came through, yeah.